today how to make the real spaghetti carbonara. So guys, let's do it. So the first thing we need for a real spaghetti carbonara is some guanciale, cured pig cheek. People commonly use pancetta, even bacon, but this is the real spaghetti carbonara. And so the first step, you want to cut off a nice slice of the guanciale, cut away the rind and the skin, and then from there you want to cut this up into nice little centimetre sized cubes. We want some texture and we want to beautifully render out the fat while getting the guanciale nice and crispy. So once it's diced up, chuck it into a bowl, and then you want to pop a saucepan on the hob. We also need a non-stick frying pan. Turn the heat down low and chuck in the guanciale. Bring the heat gently into the pot. We want to render out the fat and take the time to get the guanciale nice and crispy. So move it around in the pan every few moments, and after about 10 minutes or so, we should be well on our way. The guanciale releases loads of lovely fat. This is all amazing flavour for the carbonara. So once it's golden brown and crispy and you've got loads of lovely fat in the pan, swap over the pans, put the saucepan on a high heat, add some water, generously season the water. We want it as salty as the sea. This will be the majority of the seasoning for the dish. And then we want some good quality dried spaghetti. Pop the spaghetti in the water and we want to cook this 2 minutes less than it says on the packet. We want it nice and al dente. And while the pasta is ticking away, we're going to prepare the sauce for the carbonara. So the first thing, we want to use Pecorino Romano, not Parmesan. Another tip, you want to grate the pecorino as fine as you can. So use a box grater and use these little dimples with holes. So grate it up so it's really nice and powdery and fluffy. Into the cheese, we want to add a really nice few twists of some freshly ground black pepper. Be generous with your black pepper. And then our free-range eggs. Use some really good quality eggs, and the trick to a lovely, unctuous, thick and rich carbonara is to use 2 whole eggs and 2 egg yolks. Whisk up the cheese and the egg into a beautiful thick slurry. And another trick, we want the sauce to be quite thick. So once you've got your sauce ready, the pasta should be well on its way at this point, so give it a taste. And it's really important at this point to turn off the heat. Too hot and the eggs will scramble, so we're just going to use the residual heat in the pan to cook everything through. Throw the pasta into the guanciale and the pork fat, add a nice splash of that pasta water, give it a really good stirring through. The pasta water will thicken up the sauce and it will also season the dish for us. Next, you want to pour in your egg and pecorino slurry. Stir vigorously to beautifully thicken up the sauce. Give it a really good tossing up. You can adjust with any more pasta water to get the sauce to the consistency that we need. And when it's beautiful, thick, rich and delicious, we're ready to serve. So pour the pasta out onto a plate, and you want to finish this amazing carbonara with a grating of Pecorino Romano and another few twists of some freshly ground black pepper. And all that's left to do is to get stuck in. So give it a try and I'll see you next time.